And take two. Alright, so somehow I turned the automatic record on my camera. So this is actually the second take. Anyway, for those who don't know me, my name is Nakama's Warrior. Thank you for watching this video. This video is a little bit different than other videos that I've done so far. This is more of just something I think I would want to do a little bit more often with you guys. And that's channel updates, any announcements that are going on, just so you guys know what we got going on, what we got cooking here at Nakama's Warrior, and just kind of for those who have never watched my channel before, kind of give a little bit of understanding of who I am as an individual, as a person, a content creator, a character, you know, all that good snazz. Just because I think if I'm going to take YouTube pretty seriously, I do need to actually focus on establishing ourselves. So the first announcement that I'm super happy to announce is we're growing the Nakama Nation by 5 new members. We actually were able to get 5 people, all good friends of mine, to start helping with these videos and start kind of helping me put videos together and kind of just, they're not going to be anything super, graphical, super edited. They're still going to be kind of that typical Nakama's Warrior style video where most of my videos look like crap and they're all done in one shot, because we're still going to do the big concern I think people we had when we were talking about production and all that stuff. I've been meetings all day. It's been I have my normal day job. And then I go off, and then after work, I ended up having, I met up with everybody. We had these meetings, oh, if we're really going to do this, then this is what we need to do. So it feels good to finally have some help with putting these together and coming up with crazy ideas. And trust me, we have some crazy ideas that we're going to be announcing in about 30 seconds. So, actually, why wait 30 seconds? Let's do it right now. As you know, on my channel, I have 2 main series that we have going on. The first is called My Soulmate. Now, the premise of this series is I'm a 39-year-old guy turning 40 next year, and my goal is to literally find my soulmate, my one and only, my one true love, all that cool snazz. I think I'm ready to settle down, date, get married, kids, family, the whole 9 yards. So the announcement about that is that is going to start becoming a major part of this channel. I decided not only am I going to go look for my soulmate, I'm going to document it for people to see here on YouTube. And a lot of questions came up where people, the people I'm working with here, had asked, well, okay, the few videos that I've had, you don't really see me interacting with anybody. It's just me showing off Armada, which is our setting. We're definitely going to be, and I will say this right now to the people of Armada. First of all, I love you guys. You guys are absolutely awesome. The most welcoming town I've ever been in. So, love you guys. To these people, thank you so much. Just thank you so much for being the awesome people you are. I love you all. And our goal is to not only find my soulmate, there's going to be some rules, but 2, I think that I really believe in the town of Armada. I really believe in this place. I believe in the people of Armada. I believe in the businesses of Armada. I believe in the culture of Armada. I believe in it all. So our focus, and I talked to everybody, and real quick, I'm going to run some names real quick. The people I brought on were 2 of my best friends. Well, they're all my best friends, but Tristan and Jimmy, who are going to be doing a lot of kind of my planning. They're going to help me do a lot of planning, a lot of I'm trying to think of the best way to say this. They're the ones that are going to help me, they're going to do not only the soulmate, but the second series we're doing is the food reviews that you see on my channel. So like that was what that's when I'm going over things like the fast food stuff, like the breakfast and kids meal reviews. Like we started doing kids meal reviews, then we're doing like breakfast foods. We still got a couple more episodes of the breakfast. I think we have like 1, 2, or 3 more. I think the idea, and I'm actually gonna ask the community, you guys watching this video, as I'm a very interactive person, I believe that, you know, without you guys, Nakama's Warrior cannot exist. And this is again, I'm gonna explain all that in a quick second, but back to the first 2 main topics. First of all, I'm super excited to make this video, so I'm bouncing all over the walls. We also brought on Jeff Myers, who's an incredibly talented filmmaker, very talented, very skilled, has taken a lot of time to teach me the ropes of how to use my camera, because believe it or not, I'm actually just using my everyday cell phone to film everything. Everything's filmed on my everyday cell phone. It's cool. I like it. It works for me. We have Sofiana Hernandez, absolutely most amazing person, super awesome, very talented, very just, oh my goodness. She's actually going to be our director. She's actually going to be the one that's, she's the one that's going to really, her main focus, where Jimmy and Tristan are going to be more with the fast food stuff as their main focus. They're the ones that are going to be like, okay, we got these ideas, we got to get you to try this stuff. You know, we're going to get this, we're going to make this work, we're going to make this work. And Jeff's more like, you know, okay, this is how you're going to go shoot it, and this is how you work with videos. Because if you notice, if you watch a lot of my videos, I don't actually look directly into the camera, which I need to start doing. Sometimes I look like to the side, or you can tell like, okay, I'm watching myself on the screen and not looking directly into the camera, which I'm sure is like completely amateurish and like really difficult to watch. But he's the guy that's getting, you know, like I said, we got the soulmate thing, we got the fast food thing, and Sofiana's the one whose main focus is the soulmate journey, and then we brought in psychic Sayaka Uehara. Totally sorry I butchered being there for a second. Been absolutely darling to work with. Sofiana and Sayaka are the 2 people who, when it comes to the soulmate thing, I have absolutely, since day 1 of doing this, have been... Sayaka's been with me since day 1 of all this. She's the one that's really been like, okay, this is what you need to absolutely positively do when you go out there, you know. We also have a really good friend of mine, life coaches, dating coaches. I'm doing everything I can to be the best person I can be for my future soulmate here. So it's a lot of work with that. But with that being said, yes, my soulmate, that's the name of the series, couldn't come up with a better name, is going to be the main focus, because that's the one that's going to take the most time to do, because the fast food ones are still going to happen. The food reviews are still happening, and we're going to go over that in a quick minute. But the way the soulmate videos are going to be made is that they're going to be filmed predominantly on Saturdays. That's when we can really get out there and actually start filming, and we're going to be out there pretty early in the day, and we're going to probably go as late as we can. Now the way we're going to do it is, the first 3 episodes I believe are already up on YouTube, and they're not that great, I'm not going to lie, but they were kind of just, you know, they're just kind of like, not like a pitch pilot or a pilot, they're official episodes. The goal is to pump out 13 of these before the end of the year, before 2022 ends, to pump out 13 of these. If I can get more out, great. And but you could consider these 3 as kind of just like an introduction to what Armada is going to look like. If you've never been to Armada, Michigan, these 3 episodes, well, the 2 of them, the second one's Wakey, which a lot of people thought I was going to make as like a horror thing, and it kind of was. It was meant to like parody Local 58's newest video this year with the whole thing with the door. But it was really meant to show people that I legitimately get up at 4:30 in the morning every single day for this. So I take this very seriously. I like the idea that totally lost my train of thought. But basically, what I'm trying to say is there's a lot going on with the soulmate thing. We're gonna definitely see a lot of changes within me, but as well as, and that's a good thing. Like, I'm the kind of guy that needs a lot of change in their life. Especially, I know, like, I'm almost 40, which in internet years makes me ancient. Put a rose on my grave. Don't forget that. But I'm very excited for that. And the premise of my soulmate is, like I said before, it's just that. I'm going to look for my soulmate in small town USA, small town Michigan. One of the things, controversies we did have was, will 100% of this series be filmed in Michigan, or at least in Armada? To that I say, it wouldn't be 100% because Wakey Wakey was not filmed in Armada, but my goal is to eventually film as much of it as I can in Armada, and we definitely want to highlight the town. We already did, like, the first episode. We highlighted the Halloween event, and technically it was at Blake's. It was Little Blake's, which I don't think Little Blake's or the haunted attraction one isn't in Armada, I think, directly, but it's an Armada-based business, so we kind of were like, okay, we can allow that. It was something we needed to highlight. So and plus it was like one of my favorite events of the year. But the second, I think the second episode was Wakey Wakey, and the third one was where we were doing, like, the Autumn Festival. And that actually showed it. We have a couple videos already on there where we show off the little main street there in Armada. We have a couple videos that show off Big Blake's, which is in Armada. So we definitely have videos already that show off some of the town. But I felt like we never gave each episode or each one of these places that we do visit its own dedicated episode. And that's something we're going to be working on in the coming weeks. And, when we go out there, like, for example, I think the next episode for that is Armada Bar and Grill, where it's not just me outside saying, well, this is my favorite restaurant. No, it's going to be me in the restaurant, like, actually eating the food and taking you guys. Like, I did one of the videos there already where it was just me eating, like, the Michigan-made footlong. And that one was done kind of just to see how we could film it. Because sometimes or especially I do, I'll make, like, little test videos, and maybe I'll throw them on the internet and see how they do, or just see how I like them. So that was cool. And for example, like, the next one, like I said, it was gonna be Armada Bar and Grill, and it'll be like me eating the food in there. So I can do this quick little announcement too. Like I said, while I'm doing my Soulmate series, I'm still gonna be doing the food reviews. And some of these, because Armada has restaurants, I can actually get away, and we both agreed, everyone on the board agreed, that sometimes we can cross over where we can have the Soulmate journey and a restaurant review happen at the same time. And I actually like that, because I think as much as I think everyone wants to see me gorge on fast food, I think it's also important that we hit up other, diners and stuff like that. Like, especially when it comes to the food reviews, believe it or not, sooner or later, we're actually planning on going on the road with this and actually started filming these at, like, IHOP, or we're going to do a couple national chain restaurants like Big Boy or Golden Corral was up there. Oh, excuse me. I'm trying not to sneeze right now. If I do, I apologize. But, like, Golden Corral, I'm super excited to do the Golden Corral one. But IHOP is going to be another one, like, these kind of more national chain restaurants. And that's going to be a blast and a half. I'm super stoked for that. And Soulmate, real quick. We definitely have the ground rules for my Soulmate finalized. Because, again, there were a couple controversies. The first controversy was how much of this is actually being filmed in Armada, How much of this is going to feature Armada? The answer is as much as we can. I mean, literally, the only time I want anything in this filmed outside of Armada is if there's some kind of plot relevancy, like if maybe we have to go into a little bit about who I am, or if there's this place that we could go check out, or if there's some kind of relevancy to what's going on. Again, my goal is to feature as much of Armada as possible, especially with the first 13 episodes. So we're gonna go over the rules of my soulmate right now because, well, I have to explain why you don't see me talking to too many people in these videos right now. Number one, the first and main rule of my soulmate, the challenge of all this is, rule number one, I am not allowed to use the internet in any way, shape, or form to try to meet somebody. In other words, no eHarmony, no Match.com, no Humble, no OkCupid, no Tinder, or I think it's called Tinder. Yeah, no Tinder, no, nothing like that. I have to meet this person in person. Our initial meeting must be in person, physical, not on the internet. Means I can't go on Nintendo Switch Online and meet this person while playing Animal Crossing. No, that does not work. We gotta meet in person. The only real exception I think we had to this was the friend of a friend. So if we meet somebody in Armada and they're like, well, hey, I know somebody, as long as that person is willing to meet me in Armada, we're gonna count that. You don't have to live in Armada, though that was kind of a preference. You don't have to live in Armada, but the initial meeting must take place there. Let's find love in Armada, people. Oh, finding love in Armada. That would have been a much fucking better name than my soulmate. I wish I would have fucking said something. Oh well. Anyway, I had to drop the F-bomb because if I didn't, and here's another rule, and this is going to be about my channel going forward. I am not for kids. So if you are a children, do not watch my videos. I'm not child appropriate. Please and thank you. What else? We had the no internet. Initial meetings must be in town. Friend of a friend is okay. Personal rule, I will not walk up to you. If I'm filming, I will not walk up to any woman and film them and unexpectedly, I am going to be as respectful as I can to the people. I don't want to be disruptive. I don't want to just, because you got to think about that too. You can't be disruptive. You can't be a jerk. You can't be like, well, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go and just film random people and I'm going to film me walking up and talking to girls. No. We ain't doing that. We're not going to do that. Because I don't want to create I don't want to be uncomfortable. I don't want anyone to be uncomfortable. I will never, ever, 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 ever publish something online if someone says I don't want to be online. I don't want to be on a video. If I meet someone and they're like, I don't want to be on the internet. I don't want to be on YouTube. There will be absolutely there's nothing. I will do everything I can to stop you from getting on the internet. We've also ran into the controversy of what if, women start seeing these videos and now they want to be YouTube famous and now try to get with me. And we're going to have ways to get around that. We're going to know if you're legit. So if you think that you're just going to come up to me and try to get YouTube famous, we know. So don't try it. If you do want to approach me, I'm totally 100% approachable as long as you're cool. I will be always cool with you guys. If you guys do see me filming, you guys want to come over, say hi, I will absolutely be glad to meet you guys. Love it. I'll do my best to not film random strangers unless it's I absolutely have to. Because there's sometimes they're in your shot. If you're if we're showing off the main street or something and because these are all done POV shots, so that's point of view. So sometimes I just happen to catch people just walking by or anything like that. You know, again, I'm not intentionally filming anybody. Sometimes it's just, you know, people are in the shot. I can't do anything about that. So sorry if you actually, if you accidentally end up in one of my videos and you don't want to. Just tell me where you are in the video and we'll see if we can do anything about it. Again, I have no video editing skills whatsoever. We don't even have a real video editor yet. That's probably going to come a little bit later when we start to see actual, like, when the need for one actually comes about. I'm trying to think, is there anything else going on with my soulmate thing besides that it's going to be one of the main focuses of the channel? That's going to be really cool. The release schedule for my soulmate. Originally, they were going to be a series of 15-minute videos that we were going to kind of chimudandan this shit and be like, oh, we were going to release a 15-minute video every single day. But we said, no, I think it'd be a little bit more quality, a little bit more cash money, if you will, if we would release these in half-hour episodes and release them once a week. And I think that this would make it where pumping out 13 of these is going to be it's going to be more manageable instead of having to, like, because you got to remember, if you're doing that, that's like an hour and 15 minutes of filming and I have to do a week, which I have no problem doing it, but then you have to break it up into 15 minutes, and you really can't get a lot done in 15 minutes, especially when you're trying to do what we're trying to do. I mean, you watch some of my food reviews, and it's hard to do that. Like, I could just take a bite, say this was great, hit the button, and we're done. But no, if you're going to be entertaining on the internet, you got to you can't just do it in like 20 seconds and be done. No. So it's going to be quality. It's going to definitely be a heavier focus on making sure everything looks good. I'm going to put my heart and soul into this. This is my main project. So for those who are coming for my soulmate, thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for sticking around. It's going to be a blast and a half. More in the next announcement video. I plan on doing these maybe once every other month or once every so often. We'll do like an update or announcement video when things are starting to roll out or if anything major happens. Secondly, the food reviews. Those are going nowhere. They are going to stay right here. They're still going to be a very important part of Nakama's Warrior. I'm having a blast doing them because, heck, I get to eat food and talk to people on camera about how much I like food. You look at me. I'm a guy, well, speaking of my soulmate, I've lost 50 pounds in the course of a year. So, yay for me. A lot of improvement. You're going to see a lot of improvement of me over the course of the first 13 episodes of my soulmate, I hope. If I don't die from all the fast food stuff that we're going to be doing. The food reviews they're not going anywhere. They're going to be, like I said, a very important part of this channel as well. Having a blast. We have plenty of new ideas. We have a couple where I can give you guys a heads up. The way we're going to do the food reviews is that they're going to be in batches of... So the food reviews are going to be filmed Saturdays, and then they're going to release that same day. So if we film the food reviews, say we're doing the McDonald's breakfast platter, I'll film that at like 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning, and then my goal is to get that up by noon. Now my soulmate stuff, that'll be filmed on Saturday and released on Sundays. That's kind of the general goal, the general goal. Sometimes we'll film the My Soulmate stuff, and if we can get it up early on Saturday, we will try, but for the most part, our schedule will be Sunday, with the fast food being on Saturday. And then, it's not, that's all the thing. It won't always be exclusive to fast food anymore. It's going to be things like, because we debated, like, do you count Subway as fast food? Do you count Jersey Mike's as fast food? What about places like Chicken Shack? Or, Jersey Mike's, and then like John Smith subs. Tubby's is another one. those are actually going to be featured in the future too. The next batch after the breakfast episodes are going to be menu hacks. So these are things like the McGangbang or the everything burrito at Taco Bell, or I think there was a couple like the Super Subway sub. You know, where we're just like, okay, here's $20. What can I get on a Subway sandwich for $20? We definitely have some very unique videos coming about. So look out for those. Those are gonna be really good. I'm trying to think what other food videos we had planned. So we were gonna do the menu hacks. We're going to be doing sandwiches. So this is like Subway, Jersey Mike's, Tubby's. That's all coming in the future. We're going to have some really crazy stuff. I think we're going to do drinks like I think like Slurpees and stuff like that. I think that was also another idea that I pitched around, was that we were going to do things like, let's go get a Slurpee and we're going to try like these crazy concoctions for Slurpees. And I don't know if that one will come to fruition. I think that would be fun to do, but I'm definitely more excited about doing like physical food. And then, like I mentioned before, we're going to take the show on the road and we're going to actually go to restaurants. We're going to start with ones like IHOP that are more in a well-known national chain. I wanted to do Chuck E. Cheese's for some odd reason. I don't know why. I think we were discussing this, and we were talking about how wouldn't it be funny if we just got a bunch of us and went to Chuck E. Cheese one day, and we're like, you know, just to kind of like try the food, see if it was good as like. I think that was one of them too. Was like food from my childhood, things that like I remember eating as a kid. Are they still good as an adult? Like we were talking like things like SpaghettiOs, Kid Cuisine, you know, Tombstone Pizza, like stuff I remember from childhood, and if they're still available today, is it just as good? So we definitely have a lot of ideas for food reviews going forward as well. And while we're here, so that would be Saturday and Sunday releases. Well, what about the rest of the week? So throughout the week, we were thinking about doing other videos that we're thinking about doing like gaming material. Like I'm a kind of a gamer, so I got a Nintendo Switch. So we were thinking about doing maybe that kind of stuff, or we would either just have like maybe it's just some opinion pieces, or maybe it was just me talking to the camera about whatever I just want to talk about that day. It's kind of like a ramble video, or have a series of ramble videos where it's like Nakama's Warrior on, and whatever topic it would be that day. Those kind of videos are going to start happening in the future. They're going to be more on they're going to be more fun based. They're not going to be like, we thought about doing political stuff and religious stuff and, you know, views and like, more serious tone. But I think for a channel about a guy who gorges out on fast food and trying to get a date, I think serious topics are kind of just, I think at that point I kind of just, it just wouldn't really flow with the channel. We could have serious debates. We could have serious topics and discussions if you guys would like to. If you guys want me to, I will try my best. But again, this is a channel where the two main features are, I want a date, I want a cheeseburger. So keep that in mind when you come here thinking that you're going to find the most intellectual conversations or discussions or viewpoints in all of YouTube. You probably will not. I'm so sorry if I disappoint you. But we will try to have entertaining rambles or entertaining debates. I think another one was it was me arguing with myself. That's another one that we're planning on doing, where I would debate myself on certain issues just for fun. So anyway, wow, this video is almost a half hour long. If I monetized these videos, I could actually kind of somewhat make a penny off of them. Anyway, when it comes to all that stuff, I'm sure I missed some other point. If I did miss anything, I'll be sure to make another update video, or maybe in the next one. I plan on doing these every so often, kind of like an update or, you know, announcement like, hey, we got this idea that for a new series that's coming along. Or if you guys in general, like I'm very open to if you guys want me to talk about something, or if you guys have an idea, or you're like, hey man, you should try maybe like best pizza in town or best wings, or like, oh, another one we had with soda challenge, the soda jerk, where we were going to try different sodas, and or we'd even like come up with our own soda concoction by mixing different sodas together. We were going to do that, and we thought that'd be kind of fun. So if you guys have any ideas for any videos that you'd like to see me do, or any restaurants you'd like to see me go to, or just anything out there, yeah, is there anything else I'd like to say before we wrap this one up for tonight? And I'd have to say, like, again, well, I should say this. When it comes to My Soulmate stuff, a couple of the episodes will feature a place that's outside of Armada, but it's very, I think, like, one so far has been confirmed, and that's Coon Creek. I think that's the one and only episode where it's like, okay, it's going to get featured, but not in Armada. That might also be just a separate food review and not part of the My Soulmate series. It hasn't been set in stone yet. So, but that won't be until like January of 23. So we have plenty of time to put that together. With that being said, my name is Nakama's Warrior. Thank you so much for watching these videos. Again, without me, without you, there won't be any me. So, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Love you all to death. You guys are the lyrics to the song that rock my world. I know coming up, we're going to do a video that kind of explains Nakama's Warrior a little bit. So, that video is coming up too, and that'll probably be one of the first ramble videos that we make. Those will happen during the week. We haven't really had a set specific date yet, or a day of the week that we'd want to do them. We thought about doing these Sunday night, and then I would film them, and then we would just like, you know, I'd show everybody before I throw them on the internet. I always kind of pass them around to who's ever working with me on it to make sure that we did a good job. And, you know, I did the right thing, and I know, Jeff. I'm so sorry, Jeff. I'm doing my best to try to look directly into the camera and not look at myself on the screen. Forgive me, Jeff. Don't punish me again. So, with that being said, we got a lot. We all have a lot happening. This channel, I'm hoping to grow it. I'm hoping you guys come along with me for the ride. It's been a blast. It's gonna be a blast. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna have a lot of fun coming up with cool content. It might just be this vlog, old school vlog style, but I'm going to do my best to be as entertaining as I can be. Thank you guys so much. My name is Nakama's Warrior. If you like my content, please comment below. Smash that like button. Click that notification bell. Subscribe. Share these videos if you want to. I am going to try to get an Instagram going, maybe even Twitter. Now that Elon Musk owns Twitter, you know, maybe I'll dive into that. Anyway, thank you guys so much. If anything else happens, we'll definitely keep you guys updated. Thank you for all the support. We're just going to keep going. All right, guys. This is Nakama's Warrior. I'll catch you guys next time.